This video introduces solving word problems using addition and subtraction. We're going to be working with quite simple numbers here, just so that you can help your child understand the process in solving word problems. These cause an awful lot of worry for many children. Many schools use the acronym RUCSAC. I realise that's not spelt how you would really spell rucksack, but this is a useful acronym to help children remember the processes they have to go through to make sure they're answering a word problem correctly in maths. Starting with the R, we read the question and we read it carefully, making sure we underline any important information. Understand what the question's asking you to do. Choose which operation you need to solve the problem, and also making sure you're using the correct numbers. Solve the problem, making sure you follow all the steps. Answer the question. That might sound really obvious, but particularly once you start doing two-step and multi-step questions where you're asked to do more than one thing, it's important to look at the question and make sure you have actually answered it. And finally, check your answer. Here's an example of how you could use the RUCSAC acronym. First of all, we're going to read the question. Abby buys 3 chocolate ice creams and 4 strawberry ice creams. How many ice creams does Abby buy altogether? Understand what the question's asking you to do. How many ice creams does Abby buy altogether? Here, altogether is a clue that you're being asked to use addition. And the numbers you're being asked to add are 3 chocolate ice creams and 4 strawberry ice creams. For these one-step problems, I've put solve and answer together because once you've solved the calculation, you've answered the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 ice creams. And just check that we have used the right operation and that we do have 7 when we add them together. Here's one for you to try. Using the acronym RUCSAC, answer this question. Pause the video, have a go. First of all, read the question. I make 7 cakes and Isaac makes 6. How many cakes do we have in total? Understand what the question's asking us to do. How many cakes do we have in total? Choose the operation you're going to use. And again, looking for that clue in how the question's being asked. How many in total gives us a clue that we're being asked to add together. We're being asked to add 7 cakes and 6 cakes. Now we're going to solve 7 add 6, which will also answer the question as to how many cakes we have in total. Counting on from 7 cakes, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 cakes altogether, and just check the answer. 7 and 6 is 13. Here's another one for you to try, just using slightly bigger numbers. Using RUCSAC, pause the video, have a go. Reading the question. Jennifer's new coat has 14 red buttons and 5 yellow buttons. How many buttons does she have altogether on her coat? Understand what the question's asking us to do. How many buttons does she have altogether on her coat? We're going to choose the calculation we need to do to solve this. The clue is altogether, and we're adding 14 red buttons and 5 yellow buttons. To solve and answer the question, we're going to count on from the 14, adding on the 5 yellow. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. She has 19 buttons altogether, and just check that that is correct. Using RUCSAC, start by reading the question. A chocolate bar has 8 squares and I eat 2 of them. how many squares of chocolate do I have left? We need to understand what this question's asking us to do. And it's asking how many squares of chocolate do I have left after eating 2. So this time, when we choose our calculation, we need to make sure that we're using the clue, which indicates that this is a subtraction. 8 squares of chocolate, I ate 2 of them, so our calculation will be 8 take away 2. To solve this, take 2 squares away, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares of chocolate left. 8 minus 2 is 6. When you check this, you could use your knowledge of inverse operations. If you remember that 6 add 2 equals 8, that's one way of checking that. Here's one for you to try. Using RUCSAC, pause the video, have a go. Start by reading the question. A pizza has 10 slices, and I eat 6 of them. How many slices of pizza do I have left? Understand what this is asking us to do. How many slices of pizza do I have left? We need to choose the operation, and the clue is how many I have left, which indicates that this is a subtraction. And the numbers that we're working with, we had 10 slices of pizza and we're taking away 6. So now we're going to solve this to answer the question. We take away 6 slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 take away 6 is 4. And if you want to check that, if you add 4 and 6 together, you get 10. Here's another one for you to try. Pause the video, using RUCSAC, have a go at solving this. Emily has 13 marbles. She gives Sam 3. How many marbles has Emily got left? Understand what this is asking you to do. How many has Emily got left? When we choose our calculation, the clue is how many she has left, which is telling us that this is a subtraction. She had 13 marbles, we're taking away 3. And we're going to answer the question. We take 3 marbles away from 13. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She has 10 marbles left. And when you check your answer, just use the inverse operation. 10 add 3 is 13. Numbers are getting a little bit harder this time. Pause the video and using RUCSAC, have a go at solving this. There are 19 crayons in a box. James takes 7 to colour his picture. How many crayons are left in the box? We're being asked how many crayons are left in the box, which indicates that we're doing a subtraction. The numbers that we're using, 19 crayons, take away 7. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 19 crayons, take away 7, gives us 12. And if we add 7 and 12 together, we get 19.